I'm Alexis Patterson, and today we're visiting our select employer group, Fluker Farm, to learn a little bit more about their business. And I might even eat a bug or two. So tell us a little bit about Fluker.
Fluker started in the 50s by my father. My father had a good job at the plant and went to Georgia to visit some friends and came back and told my mom that he was going to quit his good paying plant job to grow crickets. And she said, okay. So Flukers began.
Can you explain why they're a good source of protein? Are they a good source of protein for all reptiles?
Yeah, they're just a good source of protein for reptiles, birds, and people. I mean, nowadays people are starting to eat crickets, and you'll find cricket meal out there.
How many crickets do y'all sell each year?
We sell several 100 million crickets every year, and primarily now they're used more as a feeder insect than they are as a fish bait. Really, fish bait's a small portion of our business these days, but that's how we started, was a fish bait company.
Where can people get the products at a store, or do you usually order them online?
We sell nationwide,
Okay.
So you can go to lots of small mom and pop pet shops and buy the Fluker cricket. It's really hard to brand a cricket once it's in a cage, but you can order Fluker crickets directly from our website, and we ship out several thousand packages a week through the Postal Service as well as FedEx.
So tell us about the hissing cockroaches. Where do they come from?
Well, the hissing cockroaches, they come from Madagascar. Some people actually will buy these for pets, believe it or not.
Wow, okay. So how can you tell the difference between a male and a female?
If you look, the female doesn't have these nodules on the top of her head. Some people call them horns, and the male has these very pronounced nodules at the top. That's a male.
So why do they hiss?
It is a defensive mechanism to scare away predators.
Okay, so could you find a roach like this in your home?
No, these guys are from the island of Madagascar. They don't thrive real well in this environment. So, and they take a long time to grow as well.
Okay.
It can take 6 months to grow them to this full adult size. Besides the cockroaches, we also have some other insects.
Okay.
We raise 2 species of beetles.
So why do y'all sell mealworms?
This is a very common feeder insect as well.
Okay.
Very popular. They're second only behind crickets, which are the most popular feeder insect. Besides mealworms, this is it's a more docile species, grows slower, not quite as active. There's a superworm, which is a South American version, and they're much more active. They move around, bigger. There's actually less chitin. It's a softer worm, and both of these guys pupate into beetles. If you look.
So both of these turn into a beetle.
Correct.
Okay.
And in the world of insects, beetles are the most common species. We get lots of questions about the way these things are developed, and we've got a teacher resource kit online that will actually walk you through the stages of a mealworm's development process. We supply little bitty, which I'm going to call sauce cups, but little bitty clear plastic cups. Each student will take their mealworm, put it in the cup, it'll have bedding, and they can watch the whole life cycle process for this mealworm, which it will begin to pupate into a beetle.
So do these have to be in a certain environment to stay alive? You have to preserve them any sort of way?
Well, yeah, so these guys actually grow in their feed, so that's why they call them a mealworm. They're found in meal commonly, and both these guys are grown in their feed, and then we just kind of sift them or screen them out.
So besides live insects, what else do y'all offer?
Well, back in the 90s, we also started to develop a dry product line. So now today we have more than 200 reptile products or so. We have lighting, we have substrates, we have tank accessories, and one of our latest products is that we actually developed a semi-moist food. This is a product in which we can add pretty much whatever our vet had on his wish list. It's got dried crickets, it's got dried mealworms, it has kale, it's got just really anything and everything you'd want, the good stuff. And this is a great diet. This is launching this fall, so we're very excited about it. We went from a fish bait company to now even humans can eat a cricket. So why don't you and I both try a chocolate covered cricket?
Okay, let's see, maybe a little one.
Ready?
Okay, here it goes.
Mmm.
Tastes like a Crunch bar. Not
Welcome
bad.
to the I Ate a Bug Club, Fluker Farms. Delicious.
I can see it. Wait. Oh God.
You can.
I didn't know you could see it. Okay.
Okay, just
I
like
need to,
you
like,
did it a while ago.
chill for a
you're
sec.
basically just repeating the same thing you did.